I'm talking with Mr. John Collins
Yep.
here in Carriacou,
Mm-hmm.
a very knowledgeable person about Shakespeare Mas, who is answering my questions and his providing me his thoughts and insights about Shakespeare Mas, for which I'm very grateful. So when you were younger, you participated in Shakespeare Mas.
Yes.
And how many years do you recall that you were a player?
Well, it's 88 years now, right?
Okay,
After 16, I gave it up.
I see. And did you, after you stopped being a player, did you contribute to the other performances? Did you coach any of the other
No.
players?
No, I did not. Again, coach, no. Oh, there'll be younger ones, or even your same age group, but acknowledging that you are more versed than they are, they'll ask you questions.
Yes.
Or they'll say, hey, what about the part where Caesar says this or Caesar says that? And you'll explain to them, you'll tell them what it is from your knowledge, right? But say like coach, like you people always go there, like you have a thing to dance or say, and you have a coach telling you this and that. No, never like that.
But maybe advice then.
Yes, advice.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
When you know how the play is written, right?
Yes.
For instance, you come to some parts in the Julius Caesar there where maybe one of the perpetrators, to get rid of him, will you say, do you rather Caesar was living and die all slaves than Caesar was dead and live all free men? You understand?
Yes.
So you have that during the play, and then if the person is versed enough, they might have an answer to that question by saying, well, as Caesar loved me, I wept for him. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. I killed him. You see, so you can have a kind of lovely dialogue going down, right?
Yes.
For instance, where was I? Like, for instance, when it came for Caesar to go to the Senate to meet the other people, Casca, Brutus, Trebonius, and all of them, and Calpurnia, his wife, said to him, you shouldn't go to the capital today. Stay at home. Because last night I dreamt I saw a statue like a fountain with 100 of pipes, and they run pure blood. And Romans came up smiling and bathed their hands into it. This signifies something nasty. Well, that's not written, sorry. But this signifies ugly.
Yeah.
Right? So Caesar wouldn't go to the capital today. And so the guys down there, they're debating, do you think he'll come? He's growing very suspicious of late, you know. And it's like they're saying, that woman, she always dreaming and putting things in his way to keep away, like she frightened premonition, right? And so one called Casca, to send Casca there to bring Caesar, and he said, Almighty Caesar, you ought to come to the Senate. They're waiting for you. And Caesar said, just tell them Caesar wouldn't come to the Senate today. And he said, oh my Lord, I can't just say that, they'll laugh at me. And then Caesar said to him, well, for you, good Casca, I'll tell you what Calpurnia's dream was. Right? The same dream I just tell you now, Caesar telling Casca why he wouldn't go because the wife say what she dreamt. However, he was persuaded to go. Right?
Yes.
And then Brutus was saying to the other conspirators, look, we shouldn't kill Antony, only Caesar. And they're saying, but Antony is so close to Caesar. He'll take revenge. Or words to that effect. And they say, no. Antony's not like that. He is into hunting, and he's got a more free mind, and we can always twist him around our fingers. Words to that effect. Look, let us do this cleanly. Once Caesar's head is off, that's it, Caesar is dead. Don't worry about Antony. Let us not cut off the head and then hack the limbs like butchers. Prepare Caesar's head like fit for the gods, dish for the gods. And not like a carcass fit for the hounds. You know, that's how the play goes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And Antony, as a limb, there's no good cutting off the head and hack the limbs. So don't kill Antony. He's just a limb now, because with the head gone, it means the limbs ain't going to function well, right, without your head.
Yes.
Your hand ain't
Yes.
going to do much. And then they conspired and things like, to say, we'll present it to the populace in such a way that we could be seen as perjurers, or cleansers, they mean, and not butchers. You understand?
Yeah.
So they're going to get Antony even to come to say the burial. Because the populace are aware that Antony is his good friend. So they decide to get Antony. So Antony come to bury Caesar. That is when he's saying, I come to bury Caesar, but not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. So let it be with Caesar. Here on the leave of Brutus and the rest, that meaning he's saying to the populace, if they could read through the line, I didn't just call me a soup. It's Brutus and them that give me leave to speak on behalf of what has happened. So he said, here on the leave of Brutus and the rest, and they're honorable men, and they're all honorable men. I speak not to disprove what Brutus had said, but here am I to speak of what I do know. You all did love him once, talking about Caesar, not without a cause. So what cause withholds you now not to mourn for him? Oh, judgment, he says, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reasons. Oh God, he says. Again, I'm improvising somewhere, apparently. Oh, what he says, that's not written there. Hear me, bear with me. For my heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause until it comes back to me. And he closed the book there. And then Cassius or Casco, one of them, said something like, there is a room, a mourning room, a room for Octavius, Caesar, and all the great men. Let us not be like butchers. Pay respect to Caesar and all the great ones that went before.
Your depth of feeling for what you are speaking is beautiful, and it's very deep. It's the depth of an actor who understands very deeply what you are saying. How did you acquire that? Were your teachers helping you, or is this just who you are?
No. It's when you put my feet on the first rung of the ladder, I climb.
So
you remember one of all your people over there. What's her name? That Maya Angelou. I rise.
Yes. Okay.
Rise.
So it's in you, this feeling for the poetry and for the story and for the language connects to who you are as you. So you tell this story through the dialogue.
I can feel it.
You can. Yes. I know you can.
I mean, down in Drury Lane or down there, you listen to people like Richard Burton. You know, the man talking in the theater, just like if he talking to you and he touching you.
How do you know Richard Burton?
When I was in England, that's why for the 70 years I was saying, I only knew Carnival before that, 70 years since. After that 16, 18 to 20 years, I go up to England. And I've been there, well, that's where I spent my life.
In England?
Yes.
In London? Did you work in the theater?
No, not at all.
What did you do?
They keep asking me that. Sometime when I go to work in the morning and the guys are around and thinking, they'll say to you, what book you eat last night? I didn't. I ain't no book I didn't even read. But according to what you say, basically I can relate to it.
Yeah.
You know. So ask your questions, my dear.
Okay.
Go on. I don't want you to say I take up all the talk.
Well, so I don't know whether to go back to England and tell me what you did there or to go to Shakespeare Mas. I'm interested
in
in
England,
both.
I can give you that, and you can still go back to Shakespeare if you want, or when you finish with the Shakespeare, if you want to ask about England.
Okay. Well, all right, we'll combine them. When you were in England, did you go to the theater? Did you go? You didn't go to the theater in England.
Telling you about Richard is what I see on television. Yes. No, I never go to Drury Lane, but I know about Drury Lane. This might be funny. I only know I went to see where Drury Lane is.
Okay.
I went to see where the Great Fire of London started.
Oh, okay.
You understand? Because these are places you read while you go to Mount Pleasant Government School down here. And so when you go to England, according to your taste, you want to see for yourself. Hence, I know Drury Lane and all those important places.
Yeah.
You know, go down Pudding Lane, where the Great Fire started, in the baker's shop and all this kind of thing, where this is what I was taught here. And so I go and I see for myself, walk on the cobblestones in London town, you know. Yes, anything more? Well, my jobs there was, I went there first, and when I went there first, my first job was portering in Pyrene Limited, making they make fire extinguishers, motor car bumpers and things like that. And as a porter, you'll go and take the raw material and bring it to the semi-professionals who will prepare it to be chromed and polished up to go on the motor cars. Fire extinguishers and things like that. When I left there, after about 6 years, I go to McFarlane Lang Biscuits, making biscuits for all the places, even making biscuits that come down this way, going down South America, like granola and things from McFarlane Lang. Then I left McFarlane Lang and I went to Brentford Nylons. Nylon cloth. Oh, well, nylon, you know what nylon is. It's not cotton, it's just man-made fiber. And I worked there for some time. And when they were moving from London, branching off, because they reckon London had so many factories, more factories than workers, and there are people out there who need work, but it's not easy for them to come to London to work. So you're taking the work to them. So the company opened factories about, but I stayed in London. And then after my little sojourn out of work there, doing nothing, I went to the hospital, the National Health Service.
Okay.
Right, and I stayed there until I retire, over 20 years, you know, in the health service. Again, as a porter.
And did you come back to Carriacou after you finished working?
Yes, that's about 21, 22 years ago. Come back and put this little shack.
Nice little shack.
You know, and
Nice.
so here I am. So that's my sojourn in England, which means if I'm 88, and I left there about 20, so that I spent about 62 years away from here.
Wow.
You understand?
Yes, yes.
Right? And so you got my history.
I do. Thank you for sharing that.
You know.
And did you do anything with Shakespeare Mas when you came back? Did you watch it? Did you go to?
Yes.
Did you?
In the early days, I used to go up because I left Mount Royal and went to England. If you can see as far up there, that
Yes.
little mound,
Yes.
I used to live right there under the cistern.
Mount
Royal.
I met somebody 2 days ago, Anthony Modeste, who
That's
has
right.
has
He's got a shop right in the junction.
Yes, and I met him, and he told me he loved Shakespeare Mas, and he was, until fairly recently, I think, he was part of the presentation as a peacekeeper, he told me, to separate the players.
Yes.
When he said, the heat rises too strongly, and out come the sticks to strike each other.
That's true.
So you must have seen it up there.
I've done it there. Well,
Yes.
I left here.
Yeah.
I was 12 years old when I left here, this same foundation. The story goes like this. Me and my mother were living here, and she decided to migrate to Aruba, because it doesn't matter how you do what you do. People always want to be financially independent, like, you understand? So she go to Aruba to see how much money she can make, to make me more financially independent and she more financially independent and all that. So when she left, she placed me in care of family up there. So I was 12 years old when I go there.
I see.
And so I growing up, as I say, I think about 14, 15, I got real interested. I can remember reading. I didn't have good books like, well, not good books, but books like this. And my stepfather will come from the road and say, what are you doing there in the moonlight? You under the tree, you're reading and all your friends are in the road jumping? No, but I like books. You understand?
Yes.
And so from that time, I'll be in it, and I won't get, when I get it, I can close it and join them.
Yes.
You understand? So I stayed there from 12 until about 20.
Yeah.
So that means I lived up there for what, about 8 years
Yeah. Yes.
to Man, and then I went to England.
I see. And when you were a player, and here's a question I never quite understand. When one player says to the other, "You've made a mistake," and the stick comes out or the whip comes out to strike because how do you decide a mistake has been made?
Again, it's not so much a mistake.
Yeah.
Because, as I pointed out earlier on, the thing is never properly chronicled.
Yes.
So you can't have a mistake.
So, yes.
Right?
So what
So
provokes?
it's like, I say to you, do you rather Caesar was living and thou old slave, and Caesar was dead and leave all freemen? And, for instance, you wouldn't answer, or you delay.
Aha. Okay.
Wake up,
Aha.
right? Not that you make a mistake. Or after talking for a while, and it's around this time, I'll say, do you agree or do you honor me to be your king? Because you can't answer my question. So I'm assuming I'm more advanced than you. So I'm asking you if you'll agree to be my subject. And if you wouldn't answer, you'll get licks
Aha. I see.
until you comply.
I see.
You get it?
Yes, I do.
Right?
Yes.
So you got to comply, right? And it's like sometimes just to lively up the situation.
Yes, okay.
You are standing east, I'm standing west. And after I say what I got to say, we change inside now. And change inside, we can knock crowns
Okay.
and go across there. But again, people have hot blood all the time. Sometimes people think you hit them wrong, and then it can come to something more serious. Whop, 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 whop,
Yes,
whop.
yes.
Instead of the gentle salutation.
Yes, yes.
It does get to that, at times. Yeah. You're shaking your head.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's interesting to hear somebody who's done it explain from the inside
Yes.
what it feels like,
Yes.
how it builds up, how you might start with just a,
Yes.
but then,
Yes, yes,
That hurt.
because as I
Wait.
said, yeah. And it could be like jumping across, and I do that, and maybe it didn't go exactly on your crown, and the whip may have touched your body, and you get annoyed.
yeah. Yeah.
And
yes.
so you retaliate, and then I'm saying, well, what happened?
Yeah.
Not realizing that I caused it by allowing my whip to
Yeah.
inadvertently strike you.
Yeah.
So it's a lovely play, but I prefer to watch it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now when you watch, if you watch even now and you listen, do you feel the players speak well? Do you think, this is a very well-spoken player?
Yes.
This one,
Yes.
not so much?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Again, and this is why I keep reading this all the time. And more, as I say, it's over 70 years I do this kind of thing, but more and more you digest what the writers have written,
Yeah.
and on telly, as I mentioned, Burton, and some of the guys down in Drury Lane, when that is on, I could watch it, because according to the play they do, whether it's Macbeth or Taming of the Shrew or anything like that, because you have an insight, you can go along, oh yeah, he's right. That's it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see, you got the inside of the thing. You know, I mean, when West Side Story came out, and they said it's something like Romeo and Juliet, the jets and the thing, the fight and the thing, and that lady, she was good there, like the South American, that's what his name, wife, she died on the boat. What's the name?
Are you talking about West Side Story
Yeah.
from the play or the movie?
No, it's a movie.
Yeah, I know. It was both a play and a movie. But the
Yes.
movie, yes.
This man
Woods.
this man
The
and his
her last name was Wood.
Nat-
Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood. Yes, we got it together. Yes, she fell off of
you
a boat.
understand?
Yes.
Great minds think alike.
Yes, we got it together. Yes.
Yes, she was great.
Yeah.
The Jets and oh yeah,
The Jets
then
and the Sharks. Yeah.
Because you got an insight of the writing, you got an insight through the writing, and you know whether what they're saying, it add up. Yes, there is a similarity with Romeo and Juliet according to the behavior.
Yeah.
And so you read and that's why I enjoy it.
For me, I'm pretty old too. I'm not as old as you are, but I'm pretty old.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the great works of art are the ones you keep coming back to. And each time you come back, you say, oh, now I'm starting to understand it. Oh, okay, now
Yes.
there's more for me to learn. Or now I see something I didn't see before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, again, in my youth, then, doing this was just a joke. You look for the passages that sound more masculine and macho, very
Yes,
macho.
Yes.
Like Caesar will be a beast without a heart if he didn't go to the capital today. Caesar will go forward and things like that. You understand?
Yes.
Whereas in the thing itself, taken in context, it's more mellow and more nice.
Do you think people in Carriacou still connect to Shakespeare Mas? Is it just for older people in the community?
No. It's now more prevalent than even in my time.
Really?
Somebody might give me backlash for that, but I know it's true. In my time and before my time, it was more like pagan orientated. Right?
Okay.
For instance, when you go to make a thing to put on your face to look like your boss, to humiliate him or to say things about him, that's coming down from a different time. I mentioned it before. That time you're masquerading like John, or you're masquerading like the plant, you're masquerading. Today is more a celebration, a carnival, like, how you say, parading of the bands, parading of us. Show your talent, pretty dress, you could dress more nice. This is carnival, mass, and they call it kayak mass culture. It has evolved, not from that kind of pagan feeling, right?
Yes.
Because now people only decide to dress up and play mass. Who could play more pretty mass? Who could do best jab and things like that? So it's really a carnival where there is sheep's, a guy, a shepherd with a flock of sheep, herd a goat and they're marching. Hey, that parade look nice. That's carnival. And that's what it is today, Kayak carnival. kayak mass. Brilliant. It becomes a culture, the young people. This is what it is today. You have people coming to see kayak mass. Here you are, all the way from Baltimore.
Yes, I have come a long way. Yeah. Well, I feel like I shouldn't take more of your time.
I going nowhere. You take what you want.
That's so kind of you.
You know.
It's wonderful conversation I'm
Yes,
having with you.
and to make it a potpourri that might be nicer, you might have other places and to get other things to slice. And when you go back, you might even hear your troupe paying your passage to go back and get more material.